Ladies and gentlemen, the Double RT Boxing Show with your host, Mr.A, shall begin shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome on back. Thank you for tuning in to your show. I'm just the host. And today we are doing a request from you guys. A sleeper at that. So again, thank you for tuning in to your show, the Boxing Rehab, known as the Double RT Boxing Show, the the RRTB Show. Follow it at Twitter at RRTB Show. We don't go on enough, but when we go on, at least you could be on too. A quiet sleeper. For those who do not know what the Double RT Boxing Show is, it is a 1 through 15 belt trinket collecting show. We talk about all those 1 through 15s as they get their shots. And you tuned in because these two components are some top 15 components. Now, last we checked, at least myself, I say we because we are a family. We are all boxing junkies right here in the rehab of boxing junkie. You know, my fix, I'm addicted to movers. My favorite fighter, Aries Landelara. I'm still behind on making that video, but I'm addicted. That's my fix, movers. Maybe you guys, speaking of movers, a Baraou, very unfamiliar with the name at all until I did the research on him. I was like, wait a minute, why is this clicking into my head? Why is this ringing? Why is this looking familiar? Thanks to my lovely DAZN subscription, I was like, okay, let me see this dude's record. And I went down to watch the fight I was watching, or click on it. It was on the undercard of Pregros and Taylor. So I'm like, okay, this has a familiar ring. And then I watched some other fights of him. So I was vaguely familiar with Abass, Baraou. One fight, kind of in the background, glancing at it. I remembered him stopping O'Donnell. I do remember that. And Jack Culcay, we definitely more familiar with him. Definitely a better resume. All his big fights, he lost. But as they say, excuse me, a true fighter learns from all his losses, all his experiences. They just learn from. So Jack Culcay definitely had the better learning experiences. This fight is gonna come down to conditioning to me. As I said, I'm a boxing junkie. I'm addicted to movers. Some of you might like a line of uppercuts. Some of you like a fucking just an injection of fucking straight heavyweight boxing. You know, Boxing Squared, the homeboy out there. He's a junkie of he loves just shooting it straight in his veins. Heavyweight boxing, straight junkie. Go check him out. Straight junkie of heavyweight boxing. Boxing Squared. Now, me being a junkie of movers, I kind of like Abass, a Baraou. You know, if him throwing the straighter punches might be the overall factor in this fight, because category wise, Culcay might seem like the heavier hitter, but he throws his punches a little wide. You know, they both seem to have pretty decent footwork to get them in the spots where they want to throw a punch, throw an angle. Like I said, with conditioning, with COVID camps, could play a heavy part. Because for what, 10-0, you know, the fights I seen, Abass looks so far always the same. You know, his conditioning looks the same. I seen Jack go up and down. Yes, it could be due to his divisions, but how he put on the weight and how he looked in the ring, that's what we're talking about. And the back end of fights, he starts to, you know, look a little arm heavy on the punches. Those punches in a 12-round fight, this is a 12-round fight, like I said, that could be the difference. A conditioning wide punch or a conditioning straight down the middle punch. Is there a hometown favorite? They're listed as both German fighters. So I don't know. Get that off the screen there, crazy bastard. Um, the height wise is the same. You know, on this card, I was as good as this card was requested because I was looking at this card, but I was like, man, I'm just shot behind time. Reason why I haven't done the Jeff Horn review, the Tim Zoo, which went down just like we said it would on the Double RT Boxing Show. Um, haven't done the Laura up and coming fights, just some stuff we're behind. But since this is requested and it is your show, um, where do we go here? 5'9", and Abass got the height. Wow. That might will he be punching down with straight shots? And Culcay likes to kind of hunch over too. Am I a junkie? Am I just speaking out of my fucking junked out mind? I don't know shit about boxing, but I'm a boxing junkie. I'm addicted to movers, ring generalship, straight punches. I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm going with the 9-0, 6 KOs, and it's the 2020 COVID camps. 2020's been crazy in boxing. I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going with How is he listed on here? Okay, he is listed as the B side because, like I said, I was familiar with this card because I was looking at what Vincent Feigenbunts was gonna bounce back, and then I was told that hey, dude, homeboy's coming up 2 weight classes to fight. Well, 1 weight class is coming up Feigenbunts, even though he's really a whole career 154. He had one fight at 169. He's going to 168. Because I was picking Sadi to upset Feigenbunts. I think he has the movement and the hand speed, but the weight might come in a factor. But fuck it. I'm a boxing junkie. I don't know shit about boxing. I just love it. I'm going with Sadi to still get knocked. He's probably going to get knocked out, but I'm going for him to pull the upset. I think he's going to do movement and somehow beat Feigenbunts. Now back to Abass. I'm going with him. Like I said, last he's listed as the WBC International Champion. He's number 13. Jack Culcay is number 10. But what could be more importantly is very active IBF. Very active IBF. You got Rosario coming up with Charlo. Number 1 and 3, I don't know what Metcalf is doing, but Maratsliv and Hurd, I have no idea. Metcalf, I don't know. It sounds like he's coming from me, but Zoo, number 5, just won. Ted Cheeseman, number 8, just won. So that's 4 and 8. I mean 5 and 8, and then you got 6 and 7. Jack Culcay and Baraou. So you got 5, 6, 7, and 8 about to be in action. 5 and 8 were winners. 6 and 7 going at it. So IBF 154, Charlo Rosario winner. They're coming. They're coming. Whatever people may think about the competition, they're coming. They're out there coming. So you got Zoo, Culcay, Baraou, and Cheeseman. They're coming. You got Williams at 9. Um, I'm going with Baraou on the upset. One, I'm throwing in there a little bit of a COVID-19 camps. I seen Culcay up and down in conditioning, hand speed, and all. I think all these guys got the both punch selection. They both go down to the body. Even though Culcay does look like the thicker of the two, the more mass body, I guess, of the two. The wider frame, the heavier frame. I'm trying to say the heavier hitter, maybe. But I'm gonna go with they both do. I think they both do decent, nice body shots. However, you know, can you say Culcay's top 5 B squad 154? He's definitely not A squad, but he might be in the top 5 B squad. You know, if I had time to, I started the B squad series. I just ran out of time on that. I know I'm rambling on a little bit here, but I'm trying to get this in my head. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm going with the Baraou 12-round fight. WBC, like I said, he's last listed as the WBC International Champion. Uh, I'm going with the straighter punches. The straighter punches down the end of the fight, 12 round fight. These guys are not gonna be in the best condition cause of COVID, I think. And I'm just going with the straighter punches. Now, will he get? I don't want to say the R word, but I'm going with Abass here, just on a narrow type decision. Thank you for your time and support. Ah,